Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Hope you're having a fantastic day. So it's the end of March, which means it's time for me to start sharing some empties videos. And in today's video, I'm going to share my home fragrance empties for this past month. And in tomorrow's video, I will share my beauty empties. It's honestly hard for me to believe that April is coming up here within just a few short days. But yeah, we are plowing into spring, and you guys, summer is going to be here in no time. I cannot believe how fast this year is going by, but I feel like that is something that I say every single month. So anyway, I feel like in terms of what I finished with regard to home fragrance, that I got through quite a bit during the month of March. But I do kind of wish that I would have gotten through maybe at least a couple of more candles and maybe a few more wax melts. But I did not have nearly as much home fragrance burning and melting time available to me during the month of March as I did during February. I was home with my husband pretty much for all of February because he was dealing with some severe sciatic issues. We managed to get that mostly squared away towards the beginning of March. So he went back to work, which means I also went back to work, and it definitely reduced my home fragrance time that I have available to myself. So yeah, I wish I would have gone through a few more things, but I think I did a pretty good job considering. So if this is one of your first empties videos here, this is basically just an opportunity for me to give you guys some final thoughts on these candles. Honestly, most of them already have initial in-depth reviews. So there are some playlists on my main channel page if you are curious about whether any of these Yankee reviews, the ScentWorx, the Cringle, the Bath & Body Works, the what is this one, Better World Better World Fragrance House. If you're curious about reviews of any of these candles, you can find those on the different playlists. But in this video, I will just give you essentially the final thought. So how the candle finished up for me. You should know that sometimes I do use my candles in candle crocks or underneath candle lamps. Sometimes I do that with candles that just aren't behaving properly, or sometimes I just want a nice background scent, and if I happen to really like the fragrance of a candle, sometimes I'll just melt it. I don't view that as being wasteful. I extract all of the fragrance out of the wax by warming it versus burning it. So I am sometimes left with a lot of leftover wax, and you'll see a lot of like residue like this on a lot of these candles. But I do reuse a lot of this wax in these fire starters that I make. So this leads me to check out the description box. There's going to be lots of links down there. I'll link where you can get any of the candles and wax melts that I'm sharing in this video, but I'll also link some candle related videos that might be interesting to you. So I have Candle Crock and Candle Lamp 101. I also have that video about what I do with my leftover wax, how I deal with problematic candles, the benefits of using candle hurricanes or candle sleeves, all of that kind of stuff. So if you're curious, check out that description box. It's usually a plethora of information, so have at it if you're interested. But yeah, you guys, we do have quite a bit to talk about, even though it's not as much as I was hoping for. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive into it. So let's do it. I'm just gonna start grabbing candles. I'm gonna start with this one here. So I went back to reviewing Yankee. Listen, it's been a number of years. It's actually been many, many years since I have actively purchased Yankee candles. I stopped in, gosh, I don't even remember when it was. I want to say probably around 2016, 2017. The store that I used to have at my local mall actually closed as well. It was, I think it was a casualty of the pandemic, but it was probably slated to be shut down anyway. So I don't have a super local store to me anymore. And I was just not fond of paraffin candles anymore. And so I just didn't see a need to continue to shop with Yankee. However, they do have a wax blend formulation now. Turns out I really like it. So let's talk about this one. I love this scent. So this is Yankee Candle Iced Berry Lemonade. You guys, this is a really good but really basic. I think it smells more of like a raspberry lemonade. Man, I love this one. I will be getting another one of these for this summer for sure. This burned like a champ. Now, obviously I did decide to put at least part of this candle. I think I had burned it to about this point here, and this last little bit I decided to pop into one of my candle crocks to enjoy the remainder of the scent. And it smelled amazing in the crock. It smelled amazing burning. I would totally get the wax melts in this or the candle. Even just this 2-wick format I think had a really great strength and throw, and the scent was heavenly. This was just, it was delightful. If you've never tried this, you should try it. It's really, really good. Since I have another one of these Yankees here, let's pull out the Pistachio Latte. So Pistachio Latte was a part of the Hello Italy collection. I also reviewed the Azure Sky. I think that's probably in here as well. We might come across that one. But this Pistachio Latte, I really love the scent. It's definitely not your typical latte scent. I kind of almost expected it to have a coffee note. It does not. It's just a really nice, creamy, nutty pistachio scent. If I were to just kind of, you know, dumb down the description of it, it's a nice, creamy pistachio, and it is beautifully done. I really love this one. I do wish this one was just a little bit stronger. So when I get this one again, because I will, it is that good of a scent, I will try the 3-wick size. A lot of you have told me that the 3 wicks they're a lot better in terms of strength and throw, but I really like how these 2-wick tumblers look. I don't know, I love the look of these 2-wick tumblers. I love the 2-wick tumblers from Kringle. I'm a tumbler girl. So anyway, moral of the story is I really like this too. I feel like that Hello Italy collection was a really good one. I still need to try the lemon gelato if it's still around. I think it might be, but if it is, maybe I'll get that for this summer. Probably a great summertime scent. I really liked it on Cold Sniff. My local Fred Meyer actually carries a number of Yankee candles, and honestly the sales at my local Fred Meyer, when they are on sale, are very similar to the sales that the Yankee Candle website seems to have. So pretty decent deal, and I can just, I guess, pop into Fred Meyer. Worst case scenario, I can probably just go there to smell the new candles if there's a better sale online, and then I can come back home and order them online. So, but that's the way that I have to experience Yankee Candle these days, since most of the stores are closed. Speaking of Yankee Candle, here is one of my very old and one of my very last, I think I maybe have 2 or 3 more left, paraffin candles from Yankee. I sold or melted the vast majority of these. This is Sugared Apple. This is definitely a holiday fragrance. This one was from 2012. I think it was from 2012. So I've had this for a long time. I really love this scent. It's a sweet, juicy apple. Never really thought of this one as a holiday scent though. When I used to get this one, I would usually save it for around the fall. Usually September is my apple month. But also this particular apple is very sweet, and it kind of, I think, also makes a good year-round apple fragrance. I don't know, I really like this one. I do believe this one just recently came back as a returning favorite. So if it comes back again at Yankee, I would probably definitely consider getting it. So it's lovely. I just didn't love the paraffin, so I melted it from start to finish. All right, here we have Good Thoughts by Better World Fragrance House. If you're not familiar, Better World Fragrance House is Drake's candle brand, as in the rapper Drake. Good Thoughts is a wonderful, fresh, a little bit soapy, clean fragrance. I adore this one. I love Williamsburg Sleepover the most, and I still have 2 more candles that I need to review that I recently purchased, I think back in, gosh, I think I bought these back in January. I still haven't lit them up. I should do that. Maybe I'll put that on the to-do list for next week, but I also purchased Sweeter Tings and the Carby Musk. Now, the Carby Musk is almost twice as expensive as these, and it's the same format, just a different candle technology in Carby Musk. So I really want to test out that technology in terms of, does it really linger longer in the air than my other candles? I have my doubts, but I figured I'd go ahead and take one for the team and buy that. How much was that? I think I paid $80 for that one candle. It was wild, but we got to test it out. So anyway, but if you're looking for like the clean, fresh scent from Better World Fragrance House, I would say check out Good Thoughts here. It's really, really beautiful. Also, these vessels are stunners, really nice thick glass. These would be beautiful to reuse. I mean, you could use these as like tumblers, like drinking jars. If you'd have to clean them out really well, obviously, get all the wax out, but aren't they, they're gorgeous. These are so pretty. I love them. All right, let's keep going. What's next? Okay, here's a dud. And of course it's Bath and Body Works. I don't have a ton of Bath and Body Works this past month. I really want to get in store to try some of the new spring candles, but I'm also on a little bit of a candle low buy right now. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But it's been killing me to not. I actually had a 25% off coupon, and I think it was either last weekend or the weekend before, there was like an $11.95 candle sale. I had that 25% off coupon, but I was like, I need to be a good girl, and I was so well behaved. By the way, Alf just joined us, so you're gonna probably start hearing some breathing. Here he is, there's his head. If you're new, this is Alf. He's a pug, not a Frenchie. There's a difference. Some people say that he's a Frenchie, and I'm like, no, he's not. Don't confuse them. I love a Frenchie. I would love to have a Frenchie, but Craig is like, we are pug people. Craig loves pugs, man. That guy, he's a convert. Anyway, freshly brewed coffee. Really weak. Not great strength and throw, and honestly, after about a couple days in my candle crock, like the scent was gone, and I mean I burned it to the halfway point. I obviously did reuse the wax, but yeah, I was just let down by this one. I bought this last December, either November or December, around the holidays, and yeah, just kind of saved it, and after sitting for a couple months, it didn't improve in performance at all. Or maybe it did. Maybe it smelled even less potent. And I did it a favor by just having it sit around for most of January and February. But anyway, let's keep going. ScentWorx. All right. I feel like by this point, even though I still have 2 more of the candles to review, you guys are getting my drift in terms of my opinions regarding this ScentWorx revamp. I'm not impressed. I think that the ScentWorx candles performed much better before they went through this packaging change here. I feel like there was definitely a formulation change as well. I think that the ScentWorx candles they burned a lot better. And honestly, I think they were stronger when they were still in the color jars that were a little bit taller. They had the glass lid. The opening was much wider. I just am not having a good experience with these, you guys. And Rakuten & Co. was kind enough to send me 5 of these. So I didn't even pay for them, but I just don't feel comfortable being like, yes, go out and get these. I mean, here's the thing. Listen, they are definitely affordable, And if you're on a tighter budget, and maybe if your house isn't quite as open concept as mine, maybe you'll get a better experience with these. But just in general, I think that this revamp came with a downgrade in terms of the overall strength and throw. And I think just the burn performance. I got puny wicks on these constantly. If you're willing to babysit the candles, they might be worth it to you. For me, this particular scent, Golden Vanilla, I love the fragrance. I still have the ScentWorx body spray from before the revamp in Golden Vanilla. I love the scent. It is delicious. It's a really nice kind of spun sugar type of scent. It's got a little bit of coconut in it. It's just delicious. It's perfect. But the strength and throw was pretty low on this. And like I said, the wicks just kept dying. So if I want to enjoy this, what I'm going to do is purchase it in the smaller size that actually fits into my candle crocks. And I'm just going to melt them in the crocks. This does not fit into the crock, just so you know. This, if this was rounded, I bet it would. But because it's this octagonal shape, it's not going to go into candle crocks. So anyway, for what it's worth, yeah, I have to get even the small ones at a pretty good price at Walmart, hopefully on some kind of sale, just to even like think about getting those just to pop into my crock. Because I always have other candles I can put in crocks. I don't need candles that I have to buy specifically for my candle crocks. I like just putting things in there, you know, that, I don't know, that I want to melt. So, but I do really like that Golden Vanilla. It's a great fragrance. So, speaking of more ScentWorx candles, it didn't work super well for me. Here's the Lemon Blueberry Muffin. I actually think this fragrance was pretty decent. Not as complex, not as sophisticated as the HomeWorx fragrances. But I think in terms of a lemon blueberry scent, this was delicious. I think it was a nice scent. And I did burn it all the way down, but puny wicks, low strength and throw, and overall just not the prettiest burn either. So I don't know. I think they could definitely, I think they could do better here, even with needing to change everything to fit within the Walmart pricing structure. I think HomeWorx can do better on these, or Slatkin & Co. HomeWorx, separate brand. All right, Mango Coconut Macaron. This was the lightest, and I just literally melted this one underneath my candle lamp. Actually did a little bit better underneath the lamp. So yeah, decent scent, nice scent, not just even decent. It was a nice scent, but it was so light burning that there was no way. So I just decided to melt it, and I did enjoy it via the lamp, but the scent wasn't appealing enough to me to warrant repurchasing it, even in the smaller size on sale, to pop it into a crock, like I said. So, but the Golden Vanilla, I really like this one a lot. And I haven't reviewed it yet, but is it the sugar cookie? The sugar cookie is delightful. Sorry about the snoring. That is free pug ASMR. Enjoy. Let's keep going. All right, here is, this one still says macaroons, but Kringle has changed it. They got the hint. These are macarons, not macaroons. Macaroons are coconut haystacks. Oftentimes the bottom of them is dipped in chocolate, which, ooh, I love those. Those are my favorite macaroons. But I also love a macaron. I love the French patisserie treat of macaron. My favorite flavor would probably be, I'm kind of a sucker for a few different flavors. Coconut, raspberry, lemon, and I would say apricot. Probably some of my, oh, and Marionberry. Oh, I love a good Oregon Marionberry. Those are some of my favorite flavors for the filling. But anyway, this is a delightful candle. I love this one. I ended up purchasing the 4-wick of this one, and I cannot wait to light it. But before I light the 4-wick, I have to finish my one backup that I have of the 2-wick. So we'll do the 2-wick, and then hopefully by the time May rolls around, I will have finished all of my 2 wicks here up, and we'll just be moving on to the 4 wicks. When it comes to repurchasing Kringle candles, I have really favored reordering them in the 4 wick sizes. So I now own a couple of Sea Breezes in a 4 wick. I own a couple of Jelly Donuts. I own the macarons in the 3 wick. And certainly when I place, I'm sorry, he's really snoozing. When I place my next order, there will also be some other 4 wicks that I will pop in. For example, Yuzu and Sage. Oh, you guys, it's so good. It is so good. All right, let's keep grabbing candles. We've got a couple of Sniff candles here. So these were the Sniff Valentine's collection for this past year. This was the Big Flirt, and this was Guilty Pleasures. I love them both. I think I preferred the Guilty Pleasures a little bit more because this reminded me a lot of Raspberry Peach Macaron from Bath & Body Works from back in the day. Now, the Big Flirt is a mix of chocolate, like a dark chocolate, a strawberry, and a like champagne-y Prosecco type of vibe. They're both great fragrances. I think I just prefer the Guilty Pleasure a little bit more, but I certainly would be open to buying this in the 4 wick. I will absolutely be buying this in the 4 wick at some point because it's a really great scent. I love the Sniff candles. Well, I love their personal fragrances as well. I actually started with Sniff with their eau de toilettes and then was like, oh, they have candles. That's amazing. I should try those too. You guys, they're fabulous. They're a really great company and they have some really unique fragrances. If you want Jelly Donut, but in a like perfume format, you got to try their Creme Couture. It is so good. I love Creme Couture. All right, let's keep going with some more candles here. This is Honey Blossom from the Kringle Reserve line. Now, this one I burned almost completely down. I love this one in the master bedroom. And then the very last little bit of wax that I had left, I put into the candle crock in our master bedroom. Guys, this is such a great honey scent. It's a very unique, interesting honey. The notes are honey, wood, floral, spice, amber, and wood. This is like a fabulous year-round honey. It is slightly woody. It's not overly sweet. It's kind of a little bit perfumey in an interesting way. I could not get enough of this one. This is another one that I would absolutely repurchase. It is a stunner, and if you love honey, you got to try that one. It should be available, I feel like. Okay. Ooh. Oh, look, we have another Yankee. This was hidden at the bottom. This is Azure Sky. I burned this one all the way down, and my wick moved on the last burn. So yeah, this is one where I was like, I need to burn one of these new Yankees down completely, and this was that candle. And yeah, unfortunately I let it go a little bit too long on the last burn, and the wick adhesive obviously loosened up and caused this wick to basically migrate over here to the glass. That is less than ideal and kind of dangerous. So I'm glad that I caught it, but I don't know how long it was just hanging out there. You know, that's what I get for putting that one in my dining room for the last burn and not paying attention. I knew it was gonna be the last burn for that one, but yeah, pay attention to your candles. Oh, the scent. I don't even think I had to say anything about it. I like this one. It's not one that I would repurchase. I was a little leery of the mango in here, but I really actually liked the mango note. It's a very interesting, fresh, but also, yeah, it's mostly fresh. I was gonna say it's kind of also perfumey, but I don't know that it's necessarily perfumey. Maybe a little musky. There's a little bit of an interesting muskiness to this one. I like it, but it's not one that I like have to have again. So anyway, for what it's worth, those are my thoughts. Oh my gosh, is there another Yankee? You guys, there's a lot of Yankees here this month. Yeah, these are all the ones that I bought. So I went through all of them. Okay, Capri Glow. Is it a dupe for the Cheirosa 62 fragrance from Sol de Janeiro? Yeah, it's a total dupe, but it's kind of light. The 2-wick tumbler, I would not recommend. Go for the 3-wick or go for the wax melts. That's what I've been told. The fragrance itself is heavenly. I will buy this again though, because unfortunately Kringle has not brought back sweet stuff yet. I think I have a sweet stuff in here somewhere. It has to be in here. Yeah, here it is. Country Candle, actually not Kringle, Country Candle. Country Candle sweet stuff is also very similar to the Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62 fragrance. Which one do I like better? Gosh, I like them both. I love them both. But I really want Kringle to bring this one back when they move their candles into the 2-wick, when they move the Country Candle fragrances that they're going to keep into the 2-wick tumblers. These guys right here, that transition will happen. I'm guessing with the fall and holiday candle releases. Kringle did bring us the very last round of Country Candle for spring summer 2025. By the way, those in-depth candle reviews have been going up. They are linked on my Kringle candle playlist. But anyway, moral of the story is I love this. And if you too love the Cheirosa 62 fragrance, you should get this. But again, this 2-wick jar, this tumbler, wasn't the best. All right, I have been talking for a really long time. Let me cut this because my camera's gonna cut me off anyway. And we're back. Okay, we only have a few more candles and then some wax melts, so we are nearing the end. All right, let's discuss this one here. This is Leprechaun Treats from Kringle. This was the only candle that I purchased from the St. Patty's collection. It was one of the only fragrances that I was super interested in. I really actually like this one. It's basically just a bunch of vanilla. It's pretty basic. Is it terribly exotic? Nope, not at all. But it had a decent strength and throw when it was burning, and I also melted it in my crock. I will say, when I put it in the crock, great strength and throw, but the fragrance oils disappeared probably within a few days. Like the oils dissipated very quickly in this one. I don't know if it was just because it was a bunch of vanilla, but that being said, I still love the scent. This is so basic, just so much vanilla. The notes are super sweet, very vanilla, creamy vanilla, warm amber, and more vanilla. It was delightful. It's sold out. You can't get it anymore, but it should be back next St. Patty's Day. And will I repurchase it myself? Yes. Yes, I will. All right, we have Strawberry Prosecco here from the Kringle Reserve line. Some people did not like this one. I burned this one all the way down. I really liked it, but I like that bubbly, effervescent champagne note. Some people do not. It smells very acidic to some people. And I had one person tell me that they think it kind of smells like stomach bile, which I obviously don't see that, but if you get that type of reaction from sparkling wine or Prosecco fragrances, skip this one because this does have a very bubbly note. Sorry, buddy, you're making my foot fall asleep. He's like, wait, we have to adjust. I'm sorry, buddy. I know, I'm killing you here. Yeah, anyway, I really like this one. So it has quite a bit of a fresh, juicy strawberry, but I would say probably 50% of this candle is just that Prosecco note. So I love it. I would absolutely repurchase this one. So yeah, if you have this and you hate it, I'll take it off your hands. I freaking love it. I think it's wonderful. One more Kringle here, and then we'll discuss some HomeWorx. All right, ooh, ice cream sandwiches. I love this one. It's delightful. This one has a nice creamy coconut mixed with mostly vanilla. It is yummy. Again, it's quite basic. I'm really excited to purchase the 4-wick of ice cream sandwiches for this summer. I still have one of the 2 wicks left in my backup stash, so I'm gonna burn that first. But yes, this is another one of those really beautiful gourmands that I think Kringle just does incredibly well. I really want to see Kringle get into more gourmand fragrances. I keep pushing this on like the back end. I obviously talk about it a lot here in my videos in the hopes, you know, that the Kringle team maybe sees this and they're like, yes, we should do more gourmands. But I know a lot of you guys are pressing them as well. I just think that the gourmands that I have smelled from Kringle have been done incredibly well. This is a scent category that they could knock out of the park if they would just focus on it a little bit more. I feel like we're still seeing quite a number of like more perfumey scents. I wish we would have seen a little bit more in the way of gourmand for spring, summer, but there are still some more collections coming, some limited edition stuff, I'm assuming, so there could be more potential down the road. But yeah, I would love to see Kringle do more of this type of stuff. Ice cream sandwiches, if you've never tried it, is heavenly. It's really good, so definitely get it. All right, look what I have. I have a big Mama Jama. I can't believe I already finished this. I really was thinking that I was gonna be saving this one for the summer, but I needed a fresh kind of reset citrus fragrance for the start of the year. So I busted into the Elton John collection, Tangerine Palazzo. This was the, obviously the Slatkin & Co. and Elton John collab that went live on QVC back in November. I ordered this from QVC as soon as it launched, and I love this candle. The last burn was a little dirty, but honestly, the entire burn leading up to this last one was great. No complaints at all. I am going to clean this jar out, and I want to keep it, and I want to turn it into a hurricane. Luckily, with these bigger HomeWorx candles, they are so wide at the base that you can fit in a lot of different candles and then utilize these, like I said, as hurricanes. You don't have to go buy a hurricane. So here is a Kringle going in here. You can see the top sticks up just a little bit, but also I still have the wick clips in the bottom here. So I think once I get those out, this will sit pretty much all the way in the candle. Maybe a little tiny bit would peek out the top. And then here's the Bath and Body Works as well. So you can see that this would be perfect to reuse as a hurricane. The last luxe size that I finished, which was my, what was that? Was that the spun vanilla sugar? I think that's what it was. I broke it. I broke it right before I was getting ready to actually film the empties video. I was mad. Oh man, I was mad about that. I'm not gonna break this one. I really like the piano key design. Obviously, with this being a part of the Elton John collab, the piano key design makes sense. But even if you're just looking at it from like an abstract level, it just is an interesting design, right? Like it's just really pretty and unique. I love it. I love it. And I can't wait to, it's gonna take me forever to clean this up, but I'm gonna do it. So we're not gonna break this one. We're gonna set it off to the side. And then the last candle that I wanna mention, besides a bunch of these little guys, let me just do these first real quick. These were all a part of the Slatkin & Co. and Elton John collab that was on QVC back in November of last year. This was part of the advent calendar, so I went through several more of these. So there's the Ruby Red Currant, the English Oak, the Rhubarb Strawberry Crumble, the Midnight Woods, and the Champagne Quince Jelly. These were all actually quite delightful fragrances, and I would love to see them in, oh, it didn't break. Whoa, that was dangerous. I would love to see a number of those in this 4-wick size, this size here. This is my favorite size from HomeWorx. I wish that they would get away from doing the 3 wicks. Just stick with the 4 wicks, HomeWorx. I'm telling you, these are so much better. All right, limoncello, cupcake and raspberry, loved it. I also really love the coconut. So this burned great. I really like the combination of the limoncello cupcake with a raspberry note. That's basically all that this was. It was delicious, and I really liked Harry's whole like revamp of the limoncello cupcake line. I think it's a smart idea to take an existing delicious gourmand and then like tweak it with some different scent notes. And like I said, I think that was a really good idea. It was kind of interesting and unique, and I would like to also see other candle companies do this with some of their staples. Just, you know, tweak the notes ever so slightly, and you know, make like a whole collection out of it. Like, I would love to see a whole Kringle macaron line, like with different fillings, you know, like I was talking about, raspberry, coconut, lemon, apricot. You could really have any kind of filling with a macaron, so I would love to see that. All right, let's do some wax melts. There's not a ton. I also took a week, pardon, I dropped one. I also took a week off of wax melts during the month of March, so that definitely, that cut in to how many I finished. Also, I have yet to place my first spring summer order with Scentsy. Again, I'm trying to be a little bit responsible for the next couple of months here, but I am dying to get my hands on the new spring summer fragrances. I already have a cart filled. I just need to hit, you know, order, so I'll be doing that soon. But let's quickly go through these wax melts here. Again, these are all mostly Scentsy with the exception of the Sweet Stuff, which I've already kind of talked about. Love that scent. It's discontinued right now, so there's not a whole lot to say about it. All right, Petals and Peaches. I adore Petals and Peaches. This is mostly a juicy, ripe summer peach with a hint of floral. It's a great performer, and I love it. I think I still have a few bars left. I bought a lot of that. That was really, really good. Happy birthday. There should probably be a couple of happy birthdays in here. Oh, here's another Petals and Peaches. Happy birthday is in my club. It's not currently available. It comes back for Bring Back My Bar voting like every several years or so. It hasn't been back for a few years. So I don't anticipate this coming up for another couple of years now for voting, but when it does, please vote for it because it's amazing. Now I have 7 bars in my club, so I don't necessarily need it to come back myself, but I just always talk about this one so much, and I love for you guys who are new to it to be able to experience it. A lot of people say that that smells like marble cake, so chocolate and vanilla marble cake, whereas I think it smells like Funfetti birthday cake. I really think it smells like Funfetti birthday cake. All right, Coconut Citrus Parfait. I believe this was also a part of a Bring Back My Bar. I like this one. The combination of coconut and citrus I think is very interesting, but it wasn't one that I was like, ooh, I need 8 of those. It wasn't like that. Jam and Jubilee. I think there should, yeah, here's another Jam and Jubilee. I adored this one. I kind of regret taking this one out of my club because I did. I took it out. I hope it comes back. It's raspberry, and it's a really good raspberry. It's got like a hint of citrus to it. It is amazing, and it's always a really great performer. I love mixing this one with Happy Birthday or whipped frosting. Man, that's a great combo. A like raspberries and cream fragrance I think is actually better than a like strawberries and cream fragrance. Yuzu Dragon. I like Yuzu Dragon. This is nice, fresh. I just love Yuzu right now. So I believe Yuzu Dragon was also a part of the most recent Bring Back My Bar. I think I maybe still have 1 or 2 more left. Cake Made of Paradise is back in the spring summer catalog, and I have it in my club, so I'll probably take it out of my club for the next few months, but it will go back into my club when the fall catalog comes around because I don't ever want to be without this. And while it did come back this year, that doesn't necessarily mean that it will for certain come back next spring and summer, and I will not be without this. There's no cake note here at all. It's basically just tropical fruity goodness. It's so sweet, so juicy, just perfectly sweet. No cake, but I love it. You can certainly mix it with Happy Birthday and make it a cake scent, but I don't feel the need to do that. It's perfect on its own. Oh, and here's another Cake Made of Paradise. Staring on to that. Another Happy Birthday and another Happy Birthday birthday. And lastly, my beloved almond croissant. If Scentsy could just bring this back, bring back my bar voting, I would be so grateful. If it ever does come back, please vote for it. I need everyone to experience this. I just love this one so much. I think it is the most authentic almond croissant fragrance that I've ever come across. In my entire 46 years on this planet, I have never smelled a more authentic almond croissant in home fragrance. It's so good. I'm obsessed. Anyway, that's, oops, sorry, guess I shouldn't have put it in there. That's it, that's everything. Those are all of my empties. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and save the chit chat about my home fragrance spending for this past month for the weekly home fragrance roundup this coming weekend. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way that video will pop up in your subscription feed. But yeah, this video is long enough as is, so I think I'm just gonna cut it here. But I really appreciate you guys being here and taking the time to watch. If you found this video helpful, definitely give it a big fat thumbs up. Let me know if you have any questions. Alf thanks you for listening to his beautiful snores. And we will see you guys in the next one. Right, buddy? You want to say goodbye? Want to say goodbye to everybody? Oh, hold on. He's stretching, so I have to get him out of this. You gotta turn around now. You gotta show him your face. Your face is the cute part. This part right here. Here we go. Oh my God, so bored. Anyway, this is Alf. This is who you've been listening to. I just love him. I love him so much. All right, Alf and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.